Good morning, everyone. My name is Rishabh Kumar, and I'm a student at Lamartine College, currently studying in 11th grade. And I'll be, first of all, this is my new channel. And if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe this channel. I will be weekly posting on Saturdays my new videos about any topic that I'm mostly thinking of or reliable to. So, the topic of today will be English as more superior language than Hindi. And the agenda is the British have gone, but the colonial thinking have not wiped off. I have made I have done a lot of research on this. I have read more than 3 or 4 articles available on Google. I've read them all, and I have came to a conclusion which is of 1 to 5 points, and I will be discussing all of the points with you all today. The first point is why this colonial thinking is still in our heads so corely and so efficiently, and I mean why it have not gone. First of all, the main seed from which this colonial thinking comes from is our school. Our school teaches us that English, if you speak English, you will be lingually more superior, and if you speak Hindi, you are not superior. English speaking gives you a sense of superiority, while Hindi gives you a type of disrespect in school or any other place. If you go to a shop, if you go to a Starbucks and you ask for a coffee in English, if you talk to that person in English, the surrounding people will see you as a more rich person or a classy person. Whether as if you go and ask in some other language, let's suppose Hindi or any other language, you will be treated with not importance, you can say, kind of. I don't know what word to use at the moment. Let's not go too far above, below, or above the topic. Let's be considerate about on that topic. First of all, our objective was school and colleges. Yeah. So I have seen lot of schools and lot of colleges imposing fine on students if they speak in Hindi. What type of thinking, what type of administration is this, that you are imposing fine on students who are not speaking Hindi, who are not speaking in English? Why is that? Why do you want every child to speak in English? They can be a student who is excellent in Hindi, and he want to do his PhD in Hindi, and he have to unlock his ultimate utmost potential in English, I mean Hindi. And you are saying that he needs to speak English in the school all the time, otherwise we will impose a fine on him. I think this should be improved in our school and colleges. Reading English. And the second point in this topic, the subtopic is, in our schools, if we will see with a third eye, if you observe that our English teacher are treated with more respect than that of our Hindi teachers. I mean, the sense of respect for English teacher is more than, if you will see as in comparison, in a sense of disparity between English and Hindi teacher. You will see that the English teacher, if goes from a particular corridor, the amount of people wishes him more than that of Hindi teacher. Hindi teacher in our schools don't hold that much of values as English teacher have. that I think that that should be improved in our school and colleges also. Then after this core core objective, let's come to the second point, which is our parents. Like points which I have told you till now is our core topics. I mean, our core things, where we belong from. There are, I mean, only two magnet 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 magnate firms or people who control you when you are small. Either they can be your parents, either they can be your school and colleges, and they both force you. I'm not saying they are inducing you or seducing you. I mean, they are forcing you to speak English. They want you to speak in English. So if they are forcing, then of course this is a problem. So the parents line outside line outside the private English medium schools in the early hours of the dawn to register their children for admission in these schools. The language has created a new caste system in our society, where there's two caste. One is which is very poor, that he wants his child to study in an English medium school. He wants him to be an elite person, and he wants him to go to the ultimate potential with the help of speaking English. And whereas there's a caste which is very low, I mean, which is suffering from poverty. How can you imagine how equal it would be if you compare both the students on the same plane? I mean, uh, let us see in that way, that how what you will do, what you will do about uh, a student who is below the poverty line, who is very poor, who don't have an access to English school, English medium school, and a person who have the access to English school. A person who don't have an access and a person who have an access, in the future, when they will be targeting for the same job, a English speaking person, the person whose parent wanted him to go in an English medium school, his parents were lining outside the school for his admission, would be speaking more efficiently than that of the child who don't know how to speak in English. Whereas you will not compare the amount of skill set which a person which a person a poverty, I mean, a person who is struggling with poverty, you will not admire his skill. You will only see that whether he is speaking in English or not. Whereas if the person speak in English, you will not, or you will also not look at the skill set of the English speaking person, and you will take him to the job. This is a mindset in a society that needs to be controlled and looked after. Otherwise, everyone would be wanting or will to learn English, and our traditional language will be wiped off. Then, even though I also don't have a lot of interest in English, I find more interest in speaking in Hindi than that of English, because I am a co-editor at my school for the Hindi department. I see more interest in Hindi than that of English, uh, because I have gone across a video in which he was saying there are only there is only one word for sun. Uh, there is only one word for sun, and in English, and if you go in Hindi, there are lot of paryayavachis in Hindi for one sun. There is Surya, there is Agni, Pavak, Anal. There's a lot of Paryavachis. There are a lot of Paryavachis which I don't remember at the moment, but this was told by Rajiv Dikshit, a very famous and prevalent speakers among the listeners. So the Brits have gone, but not the colonial thinking, not the mindset. Let's take a look at the third point, which is social status of English in the society. The argument against teaching English extensively in India include English speaking kind of creates a divide between privileged and unprivileged students who can access English medium education, and the people who have accessed English medium education. What about the people who have not accessed? As we have talked about it earlier also in the above point, but this point have came again. But the earlier topic, it was of parents. This is of social status. So there will be a kind of disparity between the two. So don't say to me that I have repeated the same thing, because there is disparity in this. So language is making a barrier between a person's skill, ability, the ability from which a person can work. I mean, you can justify it as ability also, ability only, and in fact, this have English speaking have declined our social status, our traditional language status. That is very prevalent, that English speaking is considered very good in a society, but the second thing is that if it have let our society, the other languages of our society very much down. Like, I have researched about one report which was conducted, one survey which was conducted, and in that survey it was saying that since 1950, uh, more than 250 Indian languages, have gone extinct, with another 40 endangered today. 250 is a very large number. I think we have 750 languages in India at the moment. 750 uh, different languages in India, out of which 22 languages are accepted and recognized by our government. And it is saying that we because of English, 250 languages have gone extinct, and 40 languages are nearly to be wiped off. India, even India's most abundant regional languages such as Marathi, you know what how much prevalent Marathi language is in our I mean, I think if you go in Maharashtra, every third or fourth person speak Marathi, and in the report it's saying that even though Marathi is going to be extinct, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil have seen fluency decline by 9%, 14%, and 16% respectively between the year 1971 and 2001. I mean, if they couldn't, I mean, how come a person can do this? I mean, how can it happen? Because of a language, I mean, which was implemented by the Britishers. Uh, it sounds like a silent killer in our society. Our They have taken our they are merely taking our tradition. They are taking our language. They are taking our society. They are taking our the way to think, and we are completely indulging towards the modernization. Every person in India needs to get modern and wants to will to get modern in our society. Huh. After this, I will go on modernization. That's why I was speaking about modernization. So modernization is uh, not anything more than foolishness of people. Like, there is a chance of disparity in knowing English and speaking in English. Like, a person, 99% of the people who speak English, it's not necessary that they know English. There's a lot of difference, there's a lot of disparity between speaking in English and knowing English. Uh, uh, and Even that, if we don't go that far at the verge, we will uh, go on a very plain ground, that even though after in modernization, people are not able to speak in English, and people are not able to write in Hindi. I mean, if there's one batchmate of mine who is my friend, uh, he have a very big problem. He have a very huge problem. I mean, if I will ask him to speak in English, he won't be able to do that. I mean, he is not able to speak in English, and if I will tell him to speak write in Hindi, he will not able to write in Hindi. He is lost from both of the ends. He is neither on the side of English, neither on side of Hindi. I don't know what type of language he knows. So that is the foolishness of modernization, that they the by saying that when people say that I am modern, and when an individual say that I am modern, they are doing nothing but fooling the society, fooling their traditions, being iconoclast, and so on. Our society is forgetting the culture, forgetting the culture. So I think that's all the proof of the agenda. The Britishers have gone, but the colonial thinking is still there. And in fact, more than the colonial thinking, more than the language, more than the English language, there are a lot of things that still existing in our society. Like feminism is a new term that have came across in our society uh, uh, since the past. You can say, if I get along a lot bigger parameter, since 10 years. Before 10 years, 20 years, then no, there was not a single word of feminist. No, I think, according to me, as as fast we will go towards modernization, we will accept the foreign countries' tradition. We will be leaving our tradition. We will be leaving our culture. So I think we should we should conserve our culture and our tradition. Otherwise, they all will be wiped off, and we will be uh, under we will again will be under the British rule, not physically but mentally. So next time when I will be doing a video on this particular channel, I will be doing it more in a more congruent way than that of this, because it was my first video. Maybe I was in between, I was not able to speak, but in next time I will try my best to speak in, and more I will research a lot more than I have done today. So I'll be posting my videos on every Saturday, every weekend, on Saturdays, and I will be my next video will be about feminism only. That how how the tradition of female working have came in India, because earlier 50 years ago there was no culture that said that female should work. This was told to me by my teacher uh, uh, where I go to study. He was saying that 50 years ago we didn't had the culture where the girl needs to go out and work for the family. The male used to go out and work for the family, and whereas the female stayed at home, looked after ourselves, the childrens and the family, prepared food, and she was not the one who was needed to go out and work. Uh, this was all done by the again exploiting the tradition culture of the Indians. This was again the Britishers who have done that. They have set it mm, set it a stone, a strong stone in our head that uh, your 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 women don't go out and work. See at our culture that how what to say, how free our women are, that they go out and work and can do everything that they want. In fact, in our tradition, the devotion was such big, the devotion was such high, that the the Indian men used to say that go go, I am earning for this, I'm earning for this family. You just relax at home, and I am doing everything for you. So that's it for today. I think I have speaked very much, and uh, this video not might not help you a lot, but it helps me. It helps me a lot in improving my English loquacious speaking skills, and Yes, it was that, and I'm done.